Welcome to jQuery video series, and this is part 97, and today we are going to look into the CSS method, alright, which is one of the style properties of jQuery which helps you to manipulate the elements. So I'm assuming at the start that you might be having a jQuery file with you, and you have also added the reference of that into your head section of your project. In your document. Then you might be having some basic JavaScript code to go and execute our jQuery instructions. Right, and now let's have a look at the markup. I got one h2 tag and I got 4 p tags. Right, so now we are going to use the CSS method. So what it does, basically CSS method helps you to get or set the style of a match element. So let's say if I'm running this. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention one thing, that the last element has the class green. Green means I'm attaching a border of 5 pixels and the color is green and the border style is solid. So if I run this thing in the browser, so you can see the paragraph 4 will be wrapped around the border, wrapped with the border of 5 pixels and those things, right? So now this is what I've done using a CSS, right, this border and all. But if I want to find out, let's say, what is the color of this border. Let's say right now I've kept as green, so you can figure out, but sometimes there are certain colors you want to know, like what are those. So in that case, what we can do is we can use our selector, which we use all the time, and we instruct jQuery by saying, hey jQuery, jump into the DOM, find me all the p elements and get me the last one. So it is going to focus on this one, and then I want to use a CSS method and I want to find out the top color of that element's border, right? So the top of the border color, which is, we all know, which is green. So the jQuery is going to get that thing and jQuery is going to fill that in the object R, and then we are going to do the alert, right? So let me save that and let's do the preview. So you can see we are getting an alert of RGB. So the green is highest 255, the rest all are 00. So you got the idea how to get the value out of it. So it is, the CSS method is not limited to borders or anything like that. You can think in terms of width or height, whatever. So it's quite possible to get those things out of using the CSS method as well. So now this was the getter. Now it's time for us to do some settings. Let's set something. So right now you can see the border is 5px and green, and what we are doing over here is we are grabbing the element by instructing jQuery, go into the DOM, get me all the paragraph, but specifically get me the last one. So this is the one, and apply this new CSS to it. The border property we are manipulating by saying initially the border was 5px, but I want to upgrade now. Initially the color was green, but I want to upgrade to red, and the style will remain as it is. So I'm going to save this thing and I'm going to do the refresh here, so you will see the change. Right, so now we have an idea. Using CSS method, you can not only get, but you can also set the specific properties of an element, right? So I hope this gives you an idea. Alright, so up next we will start with the width method, which is pretty easy. So once again, thank you for your time on this, and thank you for listening to me.